Dana, first of all, thanks for joining me. Bit of a question heading into UFC 303. Do the commission test for witchcraft and sorcery?
I don't know. I love that shit, though. So when Jiri found out about the fight, apparently he goes into a shed for 3 days. No water, no food, no nothing, and prays or meditates, whatever he does. So apparently his coach went and banged on the door and told him that this fight was available, and he said something to the effect of, if this is what the universe wants, so he is that dude. So he sees him doing this Charmin stuff or whatever, or Sharma, or I don't know what the fuck it is, but he's like, yeah, no, he's using, this is unfair, he's using witchcraft or whatever, black magic, and it is just another reason that this fight is so fucking awesome.
I know that you sometimes get everyone knows that, you don't love the flashy walkouts and stuff like that, but when you have the face paint and the samurai, this one's just like a fun thing to watch every time, isn't it?
Well, this is real. This isn't fabricated bullshit where somebody wants to come out with a gimmicky fucking wrestling type thing. This is who these two guys really fucking are, man. This is the way this is what makes people really love it. When something is authentic and to the core, this is who these people are, as opposed to some bullshit fucking wrestling shit.
And it doesn't hurt the fact that these two probably are in entertaining fights every single time they compete. I know I spoke to Hunter, and he said you can make this fight 100 times and it will never be boring, right? This fight's going to be a banger.
These guys are both legit killers, man. Legit killers. And numbers don't lie. When you look at the stats of what these guys have done and accomplished in fights, it's incredible. And then, I've been saying it, all week. The main event and the co-main event are a coin toss for which one's fight of the night.
And congrats again on giving more bonuses at press conferences. That seems to be a trend these days. The media working hard there.
And it's fun. It's fun giving away more money for fights that are going to be fucking incredible.
Alex Pereira, obviously, we spoke in Saudi about him taking the most of the opportunities that he's provided, right? Every time he's offered to step up, he takes it. 2 titles, everything. Already, is he crafting out a legacy like a Hall of Fame career, or do you think he's still got to be have longevity in the sport?
He's a guy, when you think about it, I don't know how much money he made in kickboxing, but I'm assuming he didn't make a lot of money. Provided for his family and did whatever. Now he's got the opportunity at this point in his career to do these unbelievable things on the biggest stage possible in combat sports and make a bunch of money doing it. And the guy's an absolute killer. He jumps at every advantage. I say it all the time. This is not a job, this is an opportunity. And this is a guy who jumps at opportunity. He takes fights hurt, doesn't talk about it, doesn't care about it, and comes in and just does what he does. So, this is the stuff. These are the moments where legends are made.
Outside of this fight, right, it's been an interesting month at the UFC. It feels like every fight that you get made gets cancelled, then remade, cancelled again. We had that documentary Fight Inc. How much better footage would they have had over the past month if they had been filming you when Conor falls out and Jamal falls out? How crazy has it been in that office?
Well, I was just talking to him about it. You could literally run 197 seasons of this. This is what happened. The shit that goes on behind the scenes, and it's like we were talking about, most of that shit hits the edit room floor because I won't let it come out. I won't do another season of this, and I won't do it again. It's just, there's too much. It's too disruptive. There's so much shit going on at the end of the day, and we can't show all the real stuff that happens. I won't show all the real stuff that happens.
I remember you once, way back in the day, said when Anderson Silva tested positive, you had to take a knee, right? Is that, of all the things that have happened in this crazy industry, what's the one moment that you've been like, just give me a fucking day off here? Like, what was the one thing that made you go, fuck this?
Well, we went through it in 300. You could see it in the Fight Inc. It's just like, oh, fuck, here we go again. And, we get in the room and we fucking figure it out. It looks dramatic and everything when it's happening, but it's every fucking day something happens. And I tell you this, I get into the office every day between 8:30 and 9:30, and I don't leave till 7:30, 8:30 every night. You're just dealing with things that happen nonstop on every level of this business that you can imagine.
Does it even rattle you anymore? Or have you just been around too long for it to really bother you?
It's not that it rattles me, it's just like, here we go again. Here's another, I like solving problems, and nothing will ever be harder than COVID.
How did you experience Saudi Arabia? What was it like for you? And obviously Turkey Al Sheikh, you said aggressively wants to explore it. You know, he's pitching movies and stuff like that. Is that something that excites you, or do you have other partnerships in that region that you want to be respectful to? How do you see the Saudi Arabia thing evolving?
No, I like him. I actually like him. You know, the guy has a vision for a sport that is completely fucked up. You know, and if you look at what he's been able to do in a short amount of time, boxing is so broken and so fucked up that it takes a guy with that kind of money and that kind of power to make these things happen. So I think it's going to be fascinating to see what he accomplishes over the next several years. And you know me, I don't kiss anybody's ass for any fucking reasons whatsoever. If I didn't feel that way, or if I didn't, have this feeling about him, I would let you know, and I would be all out on it. But I like this guy. I respect him. I like what he has already done, and I'm actually looking forward to see what he's going to do in the future. He's dealing with a shit show of unbelievable proportions, and I like the way he's handling it.
Yeah, speaking like boxing randomly, just on a tangent, like Usyk, first undisputed champion, 25 years, immediately has to give up one of the belts, so there's not even undisputed anymore. It's just fucking... boxing's weird.
It's unbelievable. And, it's going to take a guy like Sheikh Turkey to fix it. And I'm fascinated to sit on the sidelines and watch how it plays out over the next couple of years. But he's making the fights that nobody could make. And it was a fun fight. It was a good fight,
Doesn't that not to go on about this too long, but doesn't it just show the other guys in boxing, like, you guys could have been doing this already. You could have sealed up the whole fucking game if you really tried, but you all wanted to keep your guy undefeated and so on. It's just...
If you remember during COVID, when I was going through COVID, what's his name? Fucking my boy.
Eddie?
Huh?
Eddie Hearn?
No, I love Eddie Hearn. I'm talking about the other, the asshole.
Well, there's a list. Bob, Stephen.
Bob Arum comes out and says, this guy, he's a dumb guy. He's fucking this and that and everything else. Look at how long Arum's been in the game, right? The guy's in his fucking 90s. I respect the fact that he's still... that guy flew out to Saudi Arabia, went to England, did all this shit. Got to respect that part of his game. But he thinks he's so fucking smart. He thinks he's so fucking intelligent. He's literally done nothing. He's made a living for himself in the boxing game. But at the end of the day, what does he have? He has fucking nothing. He's created nothing, always just fucking stripping money out and never invested back into the fucking sport. And he can sit there and go, he's got, he plays by different rules. You could have fucking fixed it. You had no fucking vision for the sport. You had nothing. You're not as smart as you think you are, Bob Arum. So to see, all these guys who have just fucked the sport up for many, many years, to see a guy like Sheikh Turkey come in with an actual vision for the sport, and start to make things happen. Do you feel the
same about De La Hoya? Like, Canelo left him, Garcia, God knows what's happening to Ryan. It's the same sort of vibe, right? They take what they
100%. He tries to fucking talk now like, we should do this and that and all this other shit. Those guys are all full of shit. So to see Sheikh Turkey do some, like I said, I'm very excited to see what he does.
We'll wrap up on this power slap. Paige Van Zandt. Feels like a big one, She's such a recognizable figure in combat sports. Have you seen a trend in the numbers going into this event that she's made a big impact?
Listen, the fucking sport just keeps going like this. Two things. Obviously, we have the title fights. Paige Van Zandt coming in she's a gangster. She has now competed in every combat sport that you could possibly compete in. She's got like thumb wrestling left or something like that, and then it's her legacy is complete. But the other one is dumpling. Dumpling is the reason that this is even happening. In 17, 18, I was looking on my phone. I saw this guy slapping. So it was like imperative for me to eventually get this guy into power slap. So I'm very excited about him being in this event, and obviously the rest of the cast and crew that will be fighting tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. And our first time at Fontainebleau, which is going to be a cool venue and a fun place to do it.